Good morning. I must have been asleep by 5 yesterday. Then I woke up at about 8:30 or 9. It was still light outside and I just felt comatose. I went to sleep, back to sleep almost immediately. And I slept well last night. I think I really needed that deep, good sleep. I woke up at about 3:30 and it had turned cooler. I saw on the weather app this morning that it was supposed to have been 50 and it is breezy. So I wore my rain jacket for a while. I stretched out, changed into my hiking clothes, which were still damp. Blessedly, the tent had dried out after the rain yesterday afternoon. So I was very grateful that I got to pack up a dry tent. I was out of there by about 20 till 6. The trail has been kind of rocky this morning. There are stretches where there are no rocks. It is breezy and cool. Actually, a pretty good hiking day. I am going into Mosey's hostel. I have about 11 to get in there. Just staying one night. I'm going to charge up all my devices because my next several boxes are at post offices, so I don't necessarily have to stay where my boxes are. And in some cases, there is not a good place to stay where my boxes are being sent, so I don't know how that's going to go. My biggest fear is running out of charge of my power bank and phone, and it weighs heavily on my mind when I've got a lot of videos that I need to upload. I've been thinking this morning, trying to figure out how I can explain to you just what it means to us when we lose something out here. Because I would imagine it's pretty hard for most of you to wrap your head around. If you've seen Castaway, at the very end, when he loses Wilson, he just breaks down bawling. Of course, he was emotionally tied to that volleyball because he had formed a relationship with it. But on a smaller scale, that's sort of how we feel when we lose something because it's so important to us in our day-to-day lives out here. Yesterday, my morning report did not record. I don't know why, but I was talking about how I wanted to quit. After that first fall, I called Bud on the phone and I was just blubbering. I had hit sort of a breaking point. Bud's calling it a wall, but I just wanted off of that trail. And then later, I found that barbecue place and had that sandwich and everything turned around. And this is why they tell you don't quit on a bad day. Go into a hostel, get something to eat, and most likely you feel different. I did not feel different after staying in a hostel for 2 days on my first hike when I made it to Andover. But I do feel that my body is in pretty good shape this time, maybe even better than last time. However, I worry that it is starting to break down and I need to get more food, more quality food. To me, That's protein and fat. And I did not post that video about what we do at home, but those two things are very important to us and our health at home. So I guess it's really being driven home out here, where I'm eating all sorts of things that I don't usually eat, and I'm not getting what I eat at home. So these are just random thoughts that are on my mind, and I guess that's it for the morning report this morning. This is Rebound, signing out. I'm seeing a lot of these moths. They don't look like the spotted lanternfly pictures, but they're definitely laying eggs. And I've seen some caterpillars that someone has gone through and killed. Like here, I don't know if you can see those. Somebody has killed those. But it's definitely damaging the bark. So if these are not the spotted lanternfly, it seems like they're doing just as much damage as the spotted lanternfly. Hello, I just wanted to make a video to close out today. I was picked up by Mosey at around 11:30 or 12. And then I got here and I took my shower and I did my laundry, and she is also shuttling people. So later when she gets back, she's going to take us to Walmart and to get something to eat, and I'm pretty hungry. I can't wait. While I was waiting for her to pick me up at the state park headquarters, I talked to the lady in the office there and asked her about those tan-colored moths and the lanternflies, and she said that those tan moths are just as destructive, and I can't remember which tree she said they were destroying, but she lost trees at her house due to these tan moths. And it sounded to me like each moth is targeting a different tree. One's targeting oaks, the other one is targeting ashes, I think she said. So anyway, that's a very scary thing because they were all over the place yesterday. I saw them yesterday and the day before, so probably between 30 and 40 miles they're eating these trees. And then even before that, I was seeing the tree loss in Virginia. So that is a very concerning thing, and I hate to see it, but the thing she was telling me made it sound pretty scary. So anyway, I'm looking forward to going to get something to eat, and tomorrow is going to be kind of difficult. I'm going to have to go into Unionville to the post office to pick up my box and then organize it there on the floor of the post office, which is never fun. And the water situation is going to be kind of crazy tomorrow, so I don't know where I'm going to land. I am just ready to get to a portion of the trail where water is no longer such an issue, because it really throws a wrench in the works. So anyway, for now, this is Rebound, signing out.